Hi, I'm Scott Flowers with Cloud Ninjas. Today we're here to continue our series on the Dell PowerEdge R6525. In this video we're going to specifically focus on network cards. Let's get going. Hey, thanks for stopping by today to learn a little bit more about the Dell PowerEdge R6525. Do us a favor, if you find anything that helps you in this video, click that like, smash that subscribe. All right, we'll top in. This video will be specifically dedicated to network cards. So what we're going to do in this video as a whole is we're going to start by going over the different types of compatible network cards. Then we're going to go over the different interfaces that are supported. Then we're going to go over the different speeds for said interfaces. Then we're going to show you how to physically install them. And at the end, we're going to drop a nice little compatibility chart of the known network cards for these that are supported. This is going to include Dell's spec sheet plus a few others that we've added on. And if there's something else that you know works that's not on our sheet, hey, do us a favor, drop a comment down below. I'm sure the other users will like to know. All right, let's start by what are the physical types of cards that you can use? Well, you can use your normal PCIe network card. There's going to be generally speaking, 3 PCIe slots in the back that you can use. Now, when you have that chassis that has the 2 in the rear, that's obviously going to change, but you can use a PCIe network card, or you can use an OCP 3.0. Yes, there is one spot in the back for an OCP 3.0. They are generally bit more expensive than the PCIe's, so if you're not using all your PCIe slots, I would personally recommend going with the PCIe card. It's going to save you money, but if you're loading everything up, maybe you're using all your PCIe slots, or maybe you just want a bunch of network cards, you can put in multiple of the PCIe and an OCP. All these are good to do, but those are the types of cards that you can use, and it's worth noting, on board there are 2 1 gigabit RJ45. So that's going to be your standard Ethernet that, great for if you're just using it at your house, because a lot of people don't have faster than, 1 gigabit anyways at their house. So, it's a good little feature. Now, if you're throwing it into your data center, you're probably going to want, 10, 25, 100, etc. And all that is supported, and we'll get to speeds in a minute. If that's the case, though, you're going to need to use your PCIe or your OCP 3.0. So what are your compatible interfaces? Well, you have RJ45, which, as we mentioned, is just another way of saying Ethernet, which will be a very popular option. You have SFP, SFP+, SFP28, SFP56. You have QSFP, QSFP+, QSFP28, QSFP56, OSFP, and Fiber Channel. So there's a lot of interfaces you can use for this machine. So really, pick your favorite flavor. So what speeds can I use? How fast can I go? Well, that's a great question. Well, you can go as low as 1 gigabit, 10, 25, 40, 50, 100, 200. Can I hear a 400? You can go all the way to 400. Yes, that's, incredibly fast, especially since this box is essentially now 2 gens old. To go all the way up to 400 is incredible. And if you actually need that type of speed, hey, drop a comment down below. Would love to hear what you're using it for, what your application is. And if you're using Fiber Channel, which I get is old school, but some people still have some use for it, you can do 8, 16, or 32. So those are your speeds. Up next, we're going to do our install, and maybe that's what you came here for, and hopefully you fast forwarded right to it if that's the case. But we're going to show you how to install both the PCIe and the OCP 3.0. So before we do that, we're going to grab our ESD gear, and right after, we're going to put up a compatibility chart.
Hey, it's Mason with Cloud Ninjas, and today we'll be showing you guys how to install a network card via PCIe and OCP 3.0. As you can see, the 2 on the sides are PCIe network cards, while the one in the middle is an OCP 3.0 NIC. Let's go ahead and set them to the side and pop our latch and lift our top, just like any other server we've been in before. First, we will show you how to install the OCP 3.0 NIC. You'll need to press the button on the riser here and lift straight up, and set the riser to the side. Now we can see the OCP 3.0 slot that was under the riser, and we will need to pull up the blue lever in order to make the slot ready for the install. And now we'll take the OCP 3.0 NIC and simply just push the card into the slot. It may take some force, but just be as gentle as possible, and you should feel the NIC once it is properly inserted. And once it's fully installed, you can go ahead and push the blue lever back down, and you've successfully installed an OCP 3.0 network card into your server. So now let's go ahead and show you how to install the PCIe NIC. Alright, so once you're in your server, you can go ahead and press this blue button on the riser here and lift straight up. As you can see, our PCIe slot is located here, and this is where the leads on the network card will slot in. And we'll go ahead and remove this filler that's in place here. And take our network card, and using the bracket as a guide, we can go ahead and slot it in. So just making sure that the bracket is flush and that the leads are being slotted in correctly. We're just double checking that the card is secure and checking the bracket to see if it's flushed and where the filler used to be. Now all we got to do is just slot the riser back into place. You've done it. You've successfully installed a network card via PCIe and OCP 3.0 in your Dell PowerEdge R6525 server. Hey, do us a favor, click that like button and smash the subscribe. If you're looking for any custom built Dell, HPE, Supermicro, Gigabyte, Asus, ASRock, Cisco, we do it all. We have both new and refurbished, so give us a call or email us at sales@cloudninjas.com. That's sales@cloudninjas.com. Anyways guys, thanks for stopping by.